The Ordinary Things, a New Mexico indie rock band, blends smooth vocals with sharp guitar riffs and distinct bass lines, aiming to capture the ordinary but beautiful things experienced in day to day life. We're glad to have bassist and vocalist Justin McLauchlin to discuss the band and their latest album. Justin, let me say thank you for joining me today to do this interview. I greatly appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having.
So you're just telling me that you were in Nosotros because they just picked up their award, winning a New Mexico Entertainment Award. So when were you with the band?
I joined them when they moved up to Albuquerque in 2001.
So how many
Like
bands have you been in?
I've been in quite like the current bands I'm in, of course, Ordinary Things, the Porter Draw, and Alex Mariel band. Those are the three main ones that we work the most. Um, I play in like wedding bands too, cover bands, just to get a good paycheck.
Well, we are here to talk about Ordinary Things. So
Yeah.
let's start there. Where did the beginning of this band form? How did you guys come together?
Well, and you do know Jackie Chacon, but she started the band in 2018 with her husband at the time, Andrew, and they had Teresa on bass. And how I came into the band was she was subbing for Dust City Opera, and then I was kind of auditioning Dust City Opera, and they were auditioning me, and so we ended up playing together on a gig. And I said, "Oh, that's a good feel, as a bass player and drummer." So she'll come check out my band, and I checked out her band a couple of months later. And then her bass player left, and she asked me. And then since I've been with the band since April of 2019.
And it
Um,
seems like your origin story seems like a lot of bands in New Mexico. I'm surprised how many musicians have been a part of so many bands throughout their lifetime here in New Mexico. So I always like to ask where you develop your sound because I mean with band members in one group, everybody's going to have their own feel of where they turn to when it comes to music. How did you develop your sound for this band?
for this band, I always wanted to be in an original rock band, as I've always played salsa, Latin music, played jazz, played country. And I'm glad I've learned all the styles because it really helped develop me. I would say jazz was the main thing that got me to understand everything when I was young. And then and doing all the Afro-Cuban stuff in the Sotos really kind of comes out a little bit still, even to this day. Even though we're pretty much an alternative rock band with hints of punk and hints of metal, hints of prog rock. Where all three of us are huge Rush fans, and that kind of comes out too.
So let's talk about the new album. And I know you have it. I want to see it because this artwork is awesome.
Yeah, this is from his Instagram handle is the Pit Forge. His name's Daniel Porta. He also did our cover to the third album, Big Machine, with the Android Lady. And he also did our Doom EP, and he's done several of our singles out there too, the artwork for our singles.
That is
And he's a
awesome.
great guy. And it's not an AI, it's a real person. We like to hire real people.
So how did this album come together? Obviously, you guys work well to give your feedback and influences of what you're thinking for each song. How did the collaboration go with this particular album? And what were you going for in terms of feel and if there was a method to your madness creating this one?
Well, this one is, so it's an interesting story. Jackie and Andrew were married, guitar player and drummer, main singer. Over this time, they went through a divorce, but they still remain friends, and they still really thought that this band was super important for them too. So they're still great friends to this day. They're probably better friends than partners now. So this album, I would say, is our darkest album.
So where are we going to be able to see you guys coming up here in the next few months?
Well, we'll be our album release, and I don't know if this is going to be, out there before that, but our album release is August 1st at Inside Out on a Thursday. And so far, that's we have one show before that, which is Friday at the Mystic up in Santa Fe. And that's will be just like only us, be an evening with the Ordinary Things. We'll do two sets there. And that's Friday. Yeah, the 26th. I believe it's Friday. Yes, Friday the 26th, and it's probably like 8 to 10 at the Mystic.
Where can people learn more about Ordinary Things and, of course, any upcoming gigs you might have coming?
We do have the ordinarythings.com website, and we also, of course, Instagram, Ordinary Bands 18, and Facebook is probably the best way. Obviously, all those. We need to do a little more. We would love to have like a manager or a publicist to help promote us better because we just, as you know, most bands do it on our own, and we won't really post anything until we get a show or something. But we do have new music coming out.
Thank you again for finally sitting down with me. I'm glad we got this together so we had some time to talk, and congratulations on the new album, and we're looking forward to seeing you around town.
I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.